Guys, welcome to another awesome podcast. We are here with Rich Tomasini, and we are talking about real estate, the ins and the outs, the ups and the downs, and the pain points that so many of us experience, especially as firm owners or brokers. So we're going to talk a little bit about some solutions today. What do you think?
I think that we have a big problem, and it's called the broken brokerage.
Broken brokerage.
Right? We all want to have our own brokerage, but what do you have? You're plagued with headaches in the process that there's never been a solution for. So tell me if any of this stuff sounds familiar to you. You can't scale. You just can't get big enough, right?
That's right.
Here, Marcus and I at EXP have been able to grow our teams throughout multiple states and multiple countries in some sense, and scale anywhere because we have no limits to our geography.
It took me 3 years to get to 6 agents, and in a year and a half, I've gotten to 115. And more stories like that abound. You have all the liability, right? All the pressure, all the worry, all the concern. I got 3 kids under 9. And it kept me up at night worrying about those yellow letters I used to get, right, from the real estate commission. Everything's on your shoulders, guys, and that's a problem that you can't solve without a unique opportunity.
I mean, talk about that. We got 7 state brokers in North Carolina that shoulder that for us. Okay, what about this? Compounding growth, right? Not just scaling, but actually growing, compounding. You're not now the only person that's interested in growing at your company. Every agent is incentivized through our platform to grow their own virtual organization all over the globe. And what that does is it makes every soldier a highly weaponed, skilled fighter out there that grows. So at this point, I'm at almost 800 agents, and we're growing about 70 agents per month. So we're not compounding yearly; we're compounding monthly. Right? Marcus came over with his small brokerage with all of these problems, and now he's over, how many agents are you at?
115.
115 agents while he iconed, which puts him in the top 1% of the company, something I did not achieve personally.
It's massive.
Right?
Massive.
So what else do we have here?
So we got this retail CRM, lead generation. KV Core is what we use. We have top-of-the-line systems that will allow your agents to sell more houses. That's what we do, guys. We sell a lot of houses. Just in our area alone, we went from $60 million in 2017 to $1 billion, guys, in 2019. So we are selling a lot of houses. We have not forgotten what we did for a living. But in the process, we want to make sure that we give the agents what they need in order to produce at the highest levels.
So you have your own brokerage. You're 100% owner of your brokerage, right? But can you sell it? What's it worth? Here at EXP, we get stock. It's called EXPI. I've been able to accrue 6,000 shares of stock that went from $2.87 2 years ago. That's trading at roughly around $9 a share, right?
Yeah.
When Marcus iconed, he got the 16,000 that it costed him to bring his brokerage and platform with our technology. He got it back. So now he still has all the autonomy of his company, his own branding, his own colors, logos, morale, culture, but he's actually been able to receive the 20% that he was worried about paying here back as an icon agent.
A lot of people who work in these brokerages or who have visions of building their own brokerage, I think they're going to get 100%, right? When the reality is you're putting out so much in overhead, you're putting out so much with the agents, your marketing, if you do 50%, really, you're lucky, right, of your overall revenue. I actually made 100% of my commissions minus some transaction fees this year while I grew the brokerage, which I never could have done without the foundation, the underpinning that this company allows you to have.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. You can't get healthcare discounts like you do through EXP, right? You don't get CRMs and lead generation like we have with KV Core.
Not even close.
You can buy it. It's not proprietary, but it costs you, $600 to $800 a month and $1,500 to start up.
$1,500 is where I was at.
Yeah, we get it. You're not profitable enough. I mean, most of the brokerages that we see coming over here, the actual owner's still competing. Right? Which is a problem. That means the brokerage is not a solution. It's a partial solution. Right. Almost good enough to not want to lose, but not good enough to relax on.
It's fragmented. It's just enough to keep you there, but not enough to let your dream turn into a reality. How about the iBuyer program? You guys don't know about this. This has just been rolled out. Incredible. We have the opportunity as EXP agents now to sit in front of our clients, our sellers, and say, listen, if you want to buy it now price, we can give that to you. If you want to fix and flip price, we can give that to you, and we take over as the agent takes over that listing when it's all said and done. Or we can take you the traditional route. So there's really no value that we can't bring to these agents and clients right away.
How about this feeling? You're always alone, right? You're on an island. You're Tom Hanks and the volleyball is your business, right? So now we're all networked together. We got 900 and something of us in Charlotte here.
That's right.
Marcus and I are able to work. We met each other at Park Avenue Properties 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And Marcus's intuition is always better than mine. He was like, Rich, I want to do something together. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's where we're at. 10 years later,
Timing wasn't right.
Yeah, we're building something that we can invest the next 30 years of our life in, and you're working with the people and getting to know them better than you ever could before because it's a lifetime journey.
Amen. Here's one that needs to keep me up at night. No opportunity for my agents. I tried 401ks, I tried insurance. I cared about these people and I wanted to see them succeed, but I knew I was their ceiling, right? I knew that they were my retirement plan, which I struggled with to no end. So now I have the opportunity to let my agents start right where I am. And they have every opportunity that I do, and any agent that comes over has the same opportunity to build and grow and sell like any top agent does in this country.
Attrition, right? I mean, not only you're not growing, but you're losing agents to better technology, to better packages like
That's
EXP
right.
Realty, right? So get ahead of that. Come over here, scale your business through EXP, and be able to get out of your zip code, be able to get out of your state, be able to get out of your country. Grow with a small percentage of incentivized interest in all of your agents that compounds 7 times. I mean,
Yeah.
The attrition part is a real problem because, your best agents will end up leaving you unless they have ownership in something.
It's painful. It's painful, especially after you devote so much time and energy and effort into them. I have some stories of my own from my old brokerage, but here's the bottom line, guys. It's time to make a change. It's time to leave the broken brokerage behind today.
That's right. I mean, you're going to keep all your autonomy. You're going to have ownership in your company so you don't lose that. But you get the platform with technology that someone spent hundreds of millions of dollars in a virtual campus. Here's another thing. When you go on vacation and you're answering phone calls and your partner's rolling their eyes and everyone's exhausted with you and you're exhausted with your vacation, right? You have your virtual office. So you can always get your stuff done and have real support anytime you want.
That's right.
It's time to look at this and not let other people define what this company is. Find out directly from yourself or from Marcus.
Here's what I know about you. You did not get to where you are today by ignoring opportunities, by not looking at the future, by not looking at the competition. So you owe it to yourself to give it an honest look. Maybe it's not for you, but you'll never know until you take a look at it.
That's right. Thanks so much for
Thanks
your
so
time.
much, guys.